Hey, welcome back to the Explainer. Today we're going to tackle something it's a huge challenge in IT. We're talking about really truly understanding what's going on inside our computer networks.
So let me just ask you this straight up. What's really happening inside your network at this very moment? I mean, can you actually see every single connection, every pathway, every little rule that's telling all that data where to go? Look, if you're like most network engineers out there, the honest answer is probably, not really, right? For so many of us, the network is just this black box. You know data goes in, you know data comes out, but that incredibly complex dance that's happening inside, total mystery. It's pretty much invisible. And you know what? That invisibility, that's where the real danger is lurking. Things like misconfigurations, those nightmare redundant loops, performance bottlenecks, they all love to hide in the dark. It's kind of like trying to drive through a massive city during rush hour with no map, no GPS, not even any street signs. You're definitely going to get stuck, or worse, cause a major pileup. But what if we could just flip a switch and turn on all the lights? Well, that's what we're talking about today. We're looking at two really powerful visualization tools that do exactly that. Think of them as the ultimate GPS for your network. First up, we've got the Multi-VLAN Topology Viewer. That's our big picture map. And then we've got the STP VLAN Device Check. This one is like having X-ray vision, letting us see all the hidden traffic laws. All right, let's start with that big picture map, the Multi-VLAN Topology Viewer. So what's its job? Simple. It's designed to give you that high-level kind of satellite view of one device and everything immediately connected to it. The big question is, how does it actually build that map? Well, think of it like a super smart detective. First, it goes out and gathers intel on the neighbors using protocols you probably know, like CDP and LLDP, just to see who it's directly talking to. Then it grabs all the VLAN and port info. After that, it does a quick health check on all those ports. And finally, it even sniffs around the ARP entries to find any routers hanging out on the network. It's pulling all these different clues together to create one clear picture. And what you get at the end is this amazing, comprehensive map. It shows you everything in one single view. All the VLANs and exactly which ports they're on. Who are the direct neighbors? What's the health of each connection? Is it up? Is it down? Is it running fast or slow? And which routers are handling which VLANs? It is, quite literally, a perfect snapshot of that device's entire world. Okay, so now we have our map. That's awesome, right? But a map only shows you the roads. It doesn't show you the traffic lights or the stop signs. So what about those hidden rules? The ones that stop total chaos from breaking out? You know, the rules that prevent those catastrophic network-killing loops? Well, that's where our second tool comes in. And this is where we get our X-ray vision. We're talking about the STP VLAN Device Check. Now, this tool lets us peer into the world of the Spanning Tree Protocol, or STP. If you're not familiar, just think of STP as the unsung hero, the traffic cop of your network. Its whole job is to cleverly block extra paths to make absolutely sure data doesn't just circle around forever and bring the entire network to its knees. Okay, before we go further, we need to get two quick terms down so these diagrams make sense. First up, a node. Super simple. A node is just a device on the network. Could be a switch, a router, whatever. It's a dot on our map.
And second, an edge. An edge is just the line that connects two of those nodes. It's the cable, the link. Basically, the connection between the dots. So there you have it. You've got switch A and switch B. Those are our nodes. And they're connected by an edge. That's the basic language these visualizations speak. Simple, right? So how does this X-ray tool actually work its magic? Okay, it connects to a device, and just like our map tool, it grabs all the VLANs and discovers its neighbors. But then, and this is the really cool part, it goes a step further. It checks the specific STP status for every single VLAN, one by one. And it uses that info to draw the edges and label them with their exact STP role and state. And what this X-ray vision shows you is, honestly, it's pretty profound. It's not just about seeing that things are connected. It's about understanding how, and more importantly, why they're connected that way. You can actually see the spanning tree layout for each individual VLAN. You can see which ports are actively forwarding traffic and which ones are intentionally being blocked. You can literally point to the exact links the STP has shut down to keep your network safe from those awful loops. So let's put it all together. You've got the big picture map, and you've got the deep dive X-ray. When you combine these two things, you go from chaos to absolute clarity. It gives you this incredible, holistic understanding of not just the physical layout of your network, but the logical rules that are governing it second by second. And that's why this is such a game changer for any organization, really. I mean, you get instant visibility into STP, you can check your topology, and immediately spot if something's wrong. A misconfiguration, maybe even a rogue device that has no business being there. This means you can proactively make your network more reliable. It even auto-documents your whole setup, which is amazing for audits. And yeah, it boosts your security too. It's just a massive, massive leap forward. So, after all that, what's the big takeaway here? What's the one thing you should remember? It really all boils down to a single concept: the incredible power of visibility. Because here's the bottom line. When you can actually see what's going on, automatically you stop spending all your time just reacting to problems, running around putting out fires. Instead, you get to transform network management from this stressful reactive job into a proactive strategic role. You can actually plan, you can optimize, you can secure your network before the fires even start. And that just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Today, we saw how powerful visualization can be for untangling a complicated computer network. But just imagine, if you could take this same kind of X-ray vision and point it at any complex system out there, I don't know, the global economy, a biological ecosystem, you name it, what would you choose to see? What mystery would you want to solve? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.